teach, and in particular, why I teach at Ursuline. Let me bring you back to last May, the last day of school for our seniors. On that day, the students burst with fervor into my room at the beginning of class. There was a buzz in the air as we shared in celebration of each other, of our time together, and of course with food and a photo. This was the last block of the day, the last class that they would attend at Ursuline Academy. And of that, I and they were fully aware. As the bell rang at the end of class, amid joyful hoots and hollers, we hugged and thanked each other, wished each other well with the promise of seeing each other once again soon, certainly at graduation and other senior festivities, but also in the coming years. And then they left my room. I could hear their hopeful, excited, animated voices traveling down the hallway, slowly receding to quietness and then to silence. At that moment, I felt heavily the stillness and solitude that remained. I found myself smiling as I imagined all that the future holds for them. And yet, I dually felt a sadness enter my heart as I realized that our times of daily sharing and reflection and moral wrestling alongside each other had come to an end. For 2 years, I had taught, no, accompanied these wonderful young women, and I knew just how much I would miss them. But I also knew that they were poised on the edge of all of the wonder and awe that our beautiful world has to offer, and oh, so ready for the next phase of their life journey. And as I sat at my desk pondering all of this in my heart, I composed and sent this email to them. Hi everyone, you all just left the room and there was that silence and solitude. I will miss each one of you more than you know. Go out into the world, fly and soar as only you are able, and know that you are forever in my thoughts and prayers, deeply embedded in my heart. Continue to lead with love. Never doubt that you are remarkable, special, and so very much enough. Lead with love. Love is at the heart of who we are as human beings. It is out of God's love that we are created. It is this that we want for our daughters, that they know that they are loved. Our tradition promises this as we hear in the Old Testament book of Isaiah, "You are precious in my eyes, and honored, and I love you." Every instant we are given in life is an opportunity to love. Every person we encounter is an opportunity to love. Every moment spent in nature is a moment enveloped in God's love. Every action we take is a chance to express love to the world and, most importantly, to God. It is these beliefs that infuse and color every aspect of my life. It is this understanding that forms the core of the way that I approach every interaction with our students. Every lesson that I teach, be it theology or math or computer science, is flavored with the deep love that I feel for every student before me. And I feel that essence of love reflected right back at me. Another story. I think most of us have had those days, sometimes several in a row, where we feel overwhelmed with all that lay on our horizon, immediate or otherwise. September 2018 began that way for me. I tried not to make this obvious to my students, but somehow instinctively, they perceived that I was struggling at the moment to steady myself for the year ahead. Without my knowing, they banded together and created for me a gift that I will always cherish. In a most unexpected and heartfelt expression of their caring concern for me, the following day I entered my classroom to find before me a handmade poster mural on which they had each written a most beautiful expression of compassionate love toward me. And if that was not enough, they paired this with a radiant bouquet of fresh sunflowers. I was speechless, and so very aware of the love that surrounded us all in that moment. This is what makes Ursuline feel like a second home for our students as well as for our faculty and staff. In expressions such as this, our young women remind us every day of what it is to live together in community and to be a family. From the moment that your daughter accepts our invitation to fully join our community, she will be surrounded by many amazing and accomplished faculty and staff who share an unbridled care for your daughter. These men and women bring with them valuable and unique life experiences. Many have multiple degrees from prestigious universities. Many have traveled and or lived abroad. Many have worked in wide and varied industries before turning to teaching. And many have pursuits beyond their discipline, which they freely invite our students to learn. I look around and I marvel at all our faculty and staff have to offer. But more, I am warmed when I listen to conversations between and among these adults. What becomes so very obvious to me in these moments is that each and every one shares a deep desire for all that is good for your daughters. That is the bottom line. Certainly as teachers, we want our students to engage with and understand the material that we discuss during class, and we strive to make classroom experiences robust, engaging, and edifying. But at the end of the day, the overriding joy for our teachers is to see our students thrive, and thrive they do. We share as one a bottomless desire for your daughter's success, however success manifests itself for her. Because success takes on as many shapes as there are people in this world. Every one of your daughters will be cherished for all that they are, their gifts, their thoughts, their passions, their talents, and their weaknesses. She will be seen and heard. She will be asked to share her opinions and will be challenged to defend them in a holistic endeavor to help her see others in a different and more compassionate light. She will be encouraged to listen for God's still small voice amidst the clamor of the world and ponder in her heart to where that voice is calling her. Theologian Frederick Buechner once wisely noted that the place God calls you to is the place where your deep gladness and the world's deep hunger meet. Your daughter, while here, will be well supported as she explores her unique place in the world. And in the process, she will come to see herself as God does, a precious creation made in God's image and likeness, destined for love and to love. Each morning we begin our day with a communal prayer, words gathered from the inspiration of the founders of the Ursulines, St. Angela Merici. Gracious God, let us remain in harmony, united together, all of one heart and one will. Let us be bound to one another by the bond of love, accepting each other, helping each other, and bearing with each other in Jesus Christ. For if we try to be like this, without any doubt, the Lord God will be in our midst. Purpose, belonging, transcendence, and storytelling. Many years of research by Emily Esfahani Smith has revealed these to be the 4 pillars of a meaningful life. Happiness is fleeting, but meaning endures. To seek meaning in life is to seek fulfillment. It is these 4 pillars that are the foundation of Ursuline Academy. It is these 4 pillars that are enfolded in this prayer spoken by our community every day. It is these 4 pillars that are woven into the fabric of what it means to be an Ursuline student today and always. Thank you.